Alright guys, so here I am in the middle of absolute nowhere on the bike. Got some bugs splattered on there. I'm going to talk about the motorcycle a little bit, get a little bit personal with you guys too. Also, a lot of things happened in the last year that led me up to this point in my life to where, you know, I got this bike. Some of you are new, a lot of you are new here. There's like 200, 300 new subscribers here or something like that. And that's awesome. So this journey that I'm on right now started, I guess, about last summer. I mean, I really wanted a bike, you know, for a while. I've had one back in like 2010 or something like that. I had an R6 that was for like 3 days. And, I just never really got into it like fully like I always wanted to. And a lot of really terrible things happened. I'm from Philadelphia. Some of you guys don't know that. Some of you do. Longer subscribers will know that. From Philadelphia. And, you know, last year I met a girl and we fell in love, or at least I thought we did. And we moved out to Iowa for her job. And, I don't want to get all into this because it's a real, depressing story that's very negative. And it really still bothers me to this day. Like, the whole thing just really, really eats at me. And what really happened was, she got really pissed off at me, ended up, getting arrested for domestic abuse, and she went to jail, lost her job that we moved out here for, and then essentially she went to court, pled not guilty, which is the last time I saw her, which was like August. Really, the last time I talked to her was May 14th last year, so we're coming right up on that time. So that's kind of why I'm making this video. And that's the last time I saw her was in the court when I had to do when I had to take the stand against her, which I didn't want to do. The prosecutor obviously made me do that. I, had a subpoena, so I had to go because she fought her charges from the state. So I had to go up on the stand and tell the story against her lawyer and her, and it was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. And that was the last time I ever saw her. And I didn't think any of that shit was gonna happen. I was, head over heels for this girl, and like, I moved my whole life out here for her, and changed my job, changed my career, did everything. Moved her from California here, moved all my stuff from Philadelphia here, and it was a very big commitment that one of the reasons why like the whole thing bothers me so much is because of how much I committed my life to it. And now I'm out here and it's just like I've never saw her again, never talked to her again after that. Like, I don't know if you guys ever been through, like, breakups are one thing, but when you move your whole life out here for someone and then you literally never talk to them again, just one night it's just over, just boom, just completely like done. That's not going to be super easy to just like get over, but I'm pretty resilient, and I was pretty fucked up during the summertime, and there's something in my freaking eye, bugs out here. Summertime was rough. I tried to get a motorcycle last summer just to, do something, and like get my head on a straight path and, try to make better content or just clear my head and get my mind off things, and it just didn't work out. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was always late for work, I was on the, end up getting a corrective action for it, and I just was going in a downward spiral very quick. I wasn't doing drinking or drugs, that's not my thing. Been down those roads before, and they don't solve anything. So another big part of it was I didn't have family or friends out here. I knew no one out here. I have friends out here now, not like home though, and no family. And so I was pretty much really I was really bad, pretty much. And then Christmas time came, This guy is absolutely just flying down this dirt road. Just flying, dude.
Taking a break?
Yep. Thanks. So, anyway, he's probably just wondering, like, I'm spying on his house, or, you know, I'm out in the middle of farmlands. I feel like I'm on someone's driveway. So anyway, then Christmas time came, and that got rough because that's kind of when we met and stuff, and now, you know, I just kept pushing, and I just kept saving money, kept working. I'm like, I'm going to get a motorcycle, I'm going to get a motorcycle. And it's one of those things, man, where, you know, I knew that the channel, I knew the direction I wanted to go with the channel. I knew that if I started doing bike content, I'd have so much more to talk about. And it would also just be a part of, like, this journey of, like, finding yourself again, because I was truly lost. You know, I had no idea what I was up, like, I just didn't even know what to do, where to go with my life, like how that could happen to somebody, like how somebody could do that like, I just didn't know. Because, like, it's one thing when, like, a woman slaps you, right? Like, you know, look at this whole thing with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. That, you know, I think my situation was pretty similar to that. I was abused mentally by her a lot. Like, she wanted me to change my channel. A lot of my subscribers will know that knew her from other videos, would even say it and be like, dude, she's, like, you know, trying to change her channel. She didn't like my tattoos, she was very narcissistic and very controlling. And I'm not a person that you can control. I am who I am, you know. And things started to not be great. And then obviously her news anchor job, she was a news anchor for a news station out here. And so everything I was doing on my channel was like, you can't do that, you can't do this. And it just got bad, you know, things weren't working out. So I didn't know what to do with my channel. And then even after that, and then after it all ended, I was like, you know, well, I guess I could do what I want again. And I still was kind of in a position where my content was not great. You know, the content it wasn't good, you know. And I was so lost, like, I just didn't know where to end up. And then I started coming up with a plan to get the motorcycle in about January, and I made a few videos about it. I'm like, I'm going to get this bike, whatever, maybe a Harley, maybe this. I had my mind set on a Triumph, and I knew that, like, I wanted to just be on the road and start this journey with you guys over, and, you know, the gear and just the things I'm learning, that, you know, just the whole thing. And doing the moto vlogs, which we'll do. And then ultimately just getting myself out of a state of depression that was really bad. Like, there were nights where I was just crawled up in a ball with my dog, just, like, in the corner, just crying for no fucking reason. And, before that car distracted me, what I was getting to with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing, like, it wasn't like when a woman hits you, it wasn't like she just slapped me, like, once and was like, you're an asshole. This was, she was throwing shit, hitting me, kicking me. Ever tried to grab her from, and she would knee me. And then it was just 45 minutes of her just straight attacking me. And look, she was a small little girl, you know. I could have easily, you know, if a man, it's her size hitting on me, I'm gonna destroy him. You know, it's like, I can fight, I know how to fight, I know how to defend myself, but I did everything in my power not to hit her and hurt her. And, you know, ultimately she tried to blame it on me anyway, which, you know, didn't really work. Got her not guilty plea, got her found not guilty, but that was only because I didn't follow up with the pictures of my eye and the cut, and I didn't, you know, do the paperwork. I didn't really care to have to do anything. I didn't want nothing to do with it. And her and her lawyer knew that. So, I didn't want anything to do with any of it. I was really pissed off after all that happened, after the court, and then she went out and Forbes magazine and basically just destroyed me, and just talked about how I strangled her and all this other shit, and which is completely false. There's No proof of that. It was never in court. They tried to pull it once. There was no evidence of it. It never happened. I did grab her by her face to get her off of me, and that turned into, obviously, whatever her mind wanted it to be. And, you know, if she had a mark on her, the cops would have arrested me pretty easily, and they didn't, right? So, it wouldn't have been hard for the cops to be like, you're the man, she said you hit her, boom. There's a lot of things I regret about that night, you know. I kind of wish we just stuck together, but, you know, it was obviously meant to happen like this. I was meant to be on this motorcycle and bring you guys this story and let you know that if you're going through something like that, it's going to be okay. I'm not saying you got to get a motorcycle and be a biker, you know, to get out of all your problems, but it's definitely not going to hurt. It has 100% changed my life for the better. I mean, I have never felt so good in my entire life than being on this bike. Just the fact that I have it, just, you know, the rides, the gear, the videos, the story, the whole story as a whole is amazing. This is a comeback story. That's what it is. It's the ultimate comeback story. I was so far down in the pits. Yeah, I was making money. Yeah, I was going to work. I had my job. Things could have been worse, but they couldn't have been much worse mentally. I was really, really in a bad spot mentally, and this thing saved my life and my dog. A lot of you guys know I have a little 3-year-old pit bull. She's gonna be 4 next week, May 12th. So actually her birthday is technically the 14th, which is the night that shit happened. Isn't that ironic? But I won't celebrate my dog's birthday on that night. So her birthday's the 12th now. She's a dog. She doesn't say much, so, because she's a dog, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, guys, this is a comeback story. This thing absolutely saved my life. And, you know, I know it's dangerous. I know that there are probably better hobbies you could pick up that are less dangerous, but there is nothing better than being on this motorcycle on 2 wheels on the open road, just riding, enjoying life. I mean, it is, the friends that I've made just in the last 2 weeks on this thing is crazy. Girls that would never talk to me in the gym, they're like, nice bike. And it's like, you know, I'm not talking about like girls are gonna be like marry you, head over heels in love with you because you have a motorcycle, but it definitely doesn't hurt to have a motorcycle. The dust. I could have picked a better spot, no? Anyways, yeah, so like, you know, the girls will talk to me, but it just makes it so easier. It's a conversation starter. It's a reason for people to come up and talk to you, and that's something I was having I never had an issue with that until this year where I'm out here by myself. I don't know anybody. I just was starting to really lose myself, and I didn't. And this kind of like brought me back to that, and I'm like, well, now I got the bike, so what next, right? What's next for my life? And a lot of you guys know a big reason why I want to move out of Iowa was because of the attachment to her here. I absolutely hate it. I hate the fact that everywhere I go reminds me of it. I hate it. And then there's the fact where it's windy, and this motorcycle is light. It's 380 pounds wet, and that's the one downfall about this bike, and it's also the one good thing about this bike. It depends on what you're after, you know. If it's super windy, I mean over 15 miles an hour, it's gonna be tough. It's manageable, but it's tough. You just got to kind of suck your knees in, lighten up on the bars, don't squeeze the bars and be all crazy. Let the bike do its thing and be in control of your bike. You got to really know your motorcycle at that time. So those are all things I'm going to do in other videos. But yeah, this is absolutely a comeback story. It's, it started out, an amazing story that, the way we met, the way follow me from my YouTube, Instagram, it's really crazy how it all happened and all ended, and now this is where I'm at. I don't know that if we would have been together, I'd had a motorcycle or be where I'm at now. And the possibilities that this motorcycle and this content can bring this channel in my life now are endless. I mean, the real main goal here is to obviously get out of Iowa and go somewhere where I can ride all year long. And that's probably going to be Texas or Arizona at this point. It's up to those two. Hawaii is out of the question. I don't want to go to Hawaii. It's just too expensive to move there. Too much work. I don't want to do it. South Carolina, Florida, those are up in the air too. But I really like Arizona a lot. I know it's the desert and there's water issues and all this. You know, I don't care. I just want to experience something else, and I have the opportunities to do things now where we're going to fully do those, and we're going to do those together, and you guys are all a part of this. And I know some of you are going through really hard times, and you come to this channel and you come to these YouTube videos to relate and get away from problems, and that's why I'm telling you this, because it's like, yeah, that's what happened, man. Like, as real as I can get with you guys, it was a bad thing, but it ultimately led to the most amazing thing that I have ever experienced in my life. And I finally own a motorcycle. It's beautiful, it's brand new, it's fast, it's fun. You know, like I said, the amazing people I've been meeting and talking to, and just it's just been great. So anyways, I'm gonna kind of wrap this up. I just want to kind of give you guys a little backstory on why I got a bike and where I'm at, where my head has been, and why, like, this is kind of where it all started and how it all began. And now together we will bring this thing to another level, and that is what I got for you guys. So more gear videos are going to be coming. I'm working on getting a GoPro and a new helmet, so once that happens, we'll start doing vlogs, like riding vlogs and stuff like that. That could probably be a few weeks away, to be honest with you. Because it costs a little bit of money to get the GoPro, and the helmet that I want is like $1,000. So it's in a rye. It's expensive, but that's the one I got my heart set on. So all that is part of this whole journey, and you guys are here for that. So, you know, motorcycles will change your life for sure. They will, and can absolutely help you grow as a human being. They help me grow as a man, and it's just it's an amazing machine. And the bike itself, this isn't really a review on that, but we'll save that for the GoPro footage. I'm just about at the 600-mile mark. It has been great. The wind is an issue. If a 12-mile-an-hour wind feels like 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds on this. But it's manageable once you figure it out. The shifting is smooth. It gets up to where it needs to go quick enough, and I absolutely love it. And it's been amazing. We got a lot of upgrades to do to it. We got a lot of work to do as far as videos go and content and everything. I just can't wait to do all this with you guys, and I'm really looking forward to the future. And so not to get all my ass sob story with you guys, but sometimes it really does help to be as real as I possibly can with you guys, and because that's how you guys relate to me. That's some real personal shit that's obviously on public record as well, because it's in courts and everything else. But I don't have to tell you guys that. The reason why I do tell you guys these things is because I know some of you are like in a really bad position with your life, and you watch these videos, and some of you are thinking about getting a motorcycle, and if it's for any reason that you're break up or whatever it is, some midlife fucking crisis shit, then yeah, that's also a great thing. Don't be scared of it. You'll be fine. If you're gonna get a 400, they're the easiest bike in the world to learn how to ride on. I mean, you will figure this thing out in 5 minutes. I'm dead serious. Like 10 minutes, okay? Nothing takes 5 minutes in this world, but all right, so 10, 15 minutes, you're gonna be riding this motorcycle. It is that easy. And it does look quite sexy, I must say. And it's an eye catcher, it's a conversation starter, it's a head turner, and yeah, I love it. So, well, let me know, guys, what videos you guys want to see in the comments. Comment below. Love to hear from you guys. I answer as many comments as I can. Follow me on Instagram, 2willmoto. That's going to be right here on the deal there. That's the Instagram handle. So you can follow me there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, I love you all. Peace.